How did I get started in philanthropy? Honestly, when I started, I didn't even know that's what I was doing. I was just acting, moving on needs that I saw in my community, around me, and my grandfather said, if no one's doing it for you, if no one's done it for you, then you should be the one to do it for somebody else. And I took that to heart, and I kind of modeled so much of what I do after that. What Minnesota Artist Relief was able to do was to give people immediate help when they needed it during a time of completely uncertain chaos that was the beginning of the COVID pandemic. We were able to raise over $4,000, and it was literally just, if you're an artist and you need some money, here you go. And I think that that's a big part of what I am coming to learn that philanthropy is intentionally doing something good for your community with the only incentive is to do good for the community. Now, unlike Minnesota Artist Relief, Justice Frontline Aid isn't a money generating source. It's because of the group that we have of completely selfless and wonderful volunteers that are willing to put themselves in danger that we've been able to do as much as we have. We were able to be at the George Floyd Memorial Service. We were able to help with jail support for people, protesters who have been arrested by the police. We were able to pay for the medical bills of a young girl who was assaulted by the police officers that she had come to protest against. And the first thing she said on the table, just like this table, in the basement when we were hiding him, was that I can't afford stitches. And in that moment, it was a real wake-up call for all of us in Justice Frontline Aid to just how deep the need went. Not just the physically pulling people out of dangerous tear gas covered battle zones, but also create foundations to better empower the community going forward.
It's me from the video. I'm wearing a little bit different, same guy. I want to obviously thank Justice Frontline Aid and all its volunteers, our current president, Deshane Sanchez, for being an amazing leader, and my fiancée, Sarah, for being a fantastic partner, and for my nieces, Ellie and Olivia, who just remind me that the future is smiling. And I love that. I don't got a lot. I didn't plan a whole lot. I talk for a living, but here we are. But this is really heavy. And not just because it's heavy. It's just this represents kind of what I've been doing for the last 2 years. And I wouldn't be here holding this if it wasn't for the murder of George Floyd. I wouldn't be here holding this if it wasn't for the violence being subjected on the community. I would just be a guy. I don't have a lot of money. I didn't donate millions or anything like that. That's super cool. I came here in a used car. But I think one of the things that I could encourage everyone to do and to realize is that your time is worth something. Even if you are just showing up to a protest and putting yourself in front of someone who is injured. My back has been shot at with all the things you can think of. I know what tear gas tastes like because I was there for somebody else. There are people who have died who help people who look like me on the street in our city. And in risk of making it a real big downer today, I would love it if we all found an extra way to step up in these moments with these people in our communities. And maybe not just a check, because a check can't clear fast enough. It's not faster than a non-lethal round, it's not faster than a bullet. But your body, your presence, that can affect people for the rest of their lives. So I thank you for being here.